Yo, how goes it, everyone? So I'm doing some more cut testing, as you can probably see by all these rope fibers here. This is with another TwoSun. This is the TS182. It's a Wong design. It's in M390. There we go. There's where it is. Right now, I've done basically 260 cuts. This is the first 10 of whatever this particular session, because I like to do about 50 or so at a time, and then I'll kind of walk away so I don't jack my hands up. So I got myself a little glove, not because I'm afraid I'm going to actually cut myself. I guess these are kind of maybe cut resistant, but it just cushions right here on my hand, which I do put a lot of pressure on when I'm actually cutting rope. Speaking of rope, if you hadn't watched any of my other stuff here, this is 3/8 of an inch twisted sisal rope, which is it's a little over 9.5 millimeters. So pretty close to 10 millimeters as far as we get here in the States without going over. So yeah, I suppose I could start out, since I didn't start here in the beginning, and try and slice some paper. Yeah, it seems to be doing okay. Maybe not absolutely shaving sharp, but it's still push cutting through paper. So, cool. Alrighty. So I got 40 cuts I'm going to do to round out my 50 here, and I think that's probably where I'm going to call it, and just kind of, showing at least a little bit of visual proof of cutting all this rope. So here we go. I'm basically cutting using kind of about an inch right over here. This is a fantastic knife, by the way. Fairly thick carbon fiber handles, just kind of a thin titanium liner with a steel insert. As with almost anything with a flipper tab and the thumb studs are still a little difficult to use, but it is loosening up, and a lot quicker than the rake knives that I was just complaining about a little while ago. So anyway, all right. I hope the image stabilization is actually working decently on my phone here. So that was 10 there. And there's 20 there. Nope. I'm going to clear all the fiber off of my little cutting board. I have a paper grocery bag that's about half full of basically nothing but rope fibers at this point. Probably make a lot of decent kindling, but we have electric fireplaces. I mean, it actually has a whole fireplace thing. We just don't have anything we need to light, so I don't know. Alrighty, so there's 30, and there's 40. So that makes 200 and, well, sorry, that goes from 260 to 400. 300. Numbers, and, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and all that good stuff. So, alrighty, let's go ahead and give the paper a little slicey slice and see where we stand here. We're still doing alright, about the same as I started with. So, that's good. This is, as I said before, M390 steel. And I haven't checked out any of TwoSun's M390 I have a few, but they're mostly slip joints, and this one's, much more robust for cutting a lot of stuff. So that's why I decided to go with that one. That, and I got this basically the same day that I got a TwoSun that I did my last cut test with, the TS187 Fangtooth and S90V, that actually performed like S90V should, which is good because I've done the cut test on the TS128 Dynamo that's in S90V, and it died somewhere around 300 cuts, which just isn't super performing for that. And we basically know that TwoSun doesn't really do any lying in what type of blade steels they use for their knives, because they've had plenty of them tested, whether it's D2, because that's what a lot of their original stuff was, or 14C28N, or M390, stuff like that. So we know it's authentic. And they've even done some hardness testing on some of them. And those seem to be okay, but it seems to be something about the heat treat or the temper that's, at least in these past ones, that have been really subpar. So I have high hopes for this. It's at 300 cuts now. I'll get back to you in a couple of days with kind of where I end up with it. I do assume it's going to be less than 730 like the S90V did, because this is a great all-around steel. So its edge retention shouldn't be quite as much as S90V, because that's specifically designed for edge retention above all else, toughness, and it's fairly corrosion resistant, but it's, obviously not its main selling point. So yeah, I will get back to you later, and hopefully this video actually turns out all right with the image stabilization due to how I have my camera mounted. So yeah, alrighty. Thanks for watching if you're interested and all, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day, yo.